Hello, good afternoon. My name is Marasara Benones Ibarra, and this day explain with my class the topic the verb to be. What is the verb to be? Has in any language in the verb to be is one of the main ones in English you can find, and it is almost any text, and you can listen to it anytime in any of its configuration and already, meaning that why it is very important to use it well. And the verb to be, which means to be, or to have depending on the context. I usually in the most I use it verbs in the English language, and also it's the most important. It is used as a main verb, has an auxiliary, and the irregular in the past and in the present. Now, I want to explain the personal pronouns. Uh, the personal pronouns to be able to use the verb to be we use the personal pronouns, which are 7 that we use all the time. The personal pronoun is an I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they. Uh, and the others use verbs. Has our already kind know that the verb to be is to be? Verb to be in Spanish is ser or estar. Um, I use the verb am, his, and are. We also to use the verb and are is to form the sentences. Now I want to explain the configuration of the verb to be. I have three groups, am, his, and are, and I use it at the pronouns I, am, he, she, it, is, and you, they, we, I use are. Now, at the end of the sentences, or to form it in the sentence the verb to be, I use the complement. And the complement, for example, dog, and for example, school, a person, and etc. And now I'll look at the sentences. It is my dog. Now on the other front, it is my puppy. Now it is at the structure. I use subject plus verb, verb to be, and plus the complement. And for example, I is a subject, am is a verb to be, and a complement is a teacher. And examples for the sentences, she is very beautiful. Uh, they are running in the park. Jim, he's in a house. They are very worried. We are going to be late. And I am Gracia. And the other example, I am a doctor. And it is my car. And she is my best friend. He is my boyfriend. Now, I want to explain the verbal themes of the verb to be. The first is a present. And the verb to be in the present tense, and I use it mainly to refer to something true in the present, and or to give basic information. The present tense form of the verb are is. The examples and the affirmative question and negation. For example, Peter is hungry. Is Peter hungry? And Peter is not hungry. And the verb to be in the past tense. And the verb to be in the past, and I used to talk about true information, facts or dates that happened in the past, and the verb takes and the form of was and were, and depending on the personal pronoun, with English and the conjugations. And the examples, the verb to be in the past, affirmative, negative, and question. For example, Barry was ill. Barry was not ill. And was Barry ill? Okay, and the other is the verb to be in the future. The verb to be in the future, I use the for will be, and I used to talk about something that will be or there will be in the future. For example, a verb to be in the future, affirmative, negative, and question. The game will be tomorrow at 10 o'clock. The game will not be tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Will the game be tomorrow at 10 o'clock? Okay, now I will explain the activity that we will do first. Has to be an observer, and there are three verbs, is and are. This which are the different color we are down arrow on the personal pronouns and the connect and the we and the bird and the correspond, right? Now, this is the solution. Now, the arrow, the color purple is the connect, the verb is, and the pronouns, and the color pink, and the connect, the verb am, and the color gray, and the connect, the verb are. Now, and the activity for the next class. Um, I need you to do to this the activity, which is a very simple. And what they will do is that they will have to complete that blank space and a blank space on the verb. For example, you sat, eat a dog, she, my sister, we happy, they in the park, he, Danny, and I in the street. Um, okay. For example, and she is my sister. Now is very simple for the put the verb is. Now it's very simple. Okay, at the end for the class for today, and thank you for your attention. And bye.